Hello, I'm Tracey Ferrant. Welcome to Smart Communication Craft. Today's topic is 10 keys to being an effective communicator. So let's start. First one is connect with yourself. Understand yourself, understand your style, your communication style, and who you are. Know what you're about, and this will help you to connect with others. Next, connect with people. Learn who you're talking to, those you're around, young people, different ages, different groups, and so on, and different environments, so you can connect with people through your stories and your authenticity. Research. So if you're doing a presentation, then you need to do your research. So research, research, research. You don't want to be overloaded with information, but you want the right information to show that you know what you are talking about. Set communication goals, set a purpose. This is very, very important. For every presentation, for every conversation at work, or important conversation at work, or with a important conversation with a partner, husband, wife, whoever, family member, you want to make sure that you set a purpose. What do you want to achieve at the end of the conversation? And this will help to guide you a lot. Be accurate and organized. So be very organized. For example, if you're delivering a presentation, you want to start your introduction. Then you want to set your body. Maybe you want to talk about 3 points in the body, point 1, point 2, point 3, and then you want to have your conclusion. So you're going to be very organized. You also want to be very accurate. As I mentioned, especially if you're using statistics and details, whether qualitative or quantitative information, you want to be accurate and reliable. Next is use the right resources. Now, use the right resources. If you're doing a PowerPoint presentation, sometimes you don't need the PowerPoint. Maybe you just need like a introductory video, or something very simple, or just a nice background, and you just deliver. So it depends. Choose your resources well. Maybe you need a model for the information. The next thing is listen well. Listen well during conversations. Listen to what the other person is saying, and so on. And at the end of your presentation, also listen to the questions that you're being asked, because this will add value and to let you know what is their interest, or what was the key point that they were interested in, or areas that you need to build on. So listen very carefully. Ask the right questions. In a conversation, ask the right questions. So if you're talking to a colleague, a boss, ask the right questions, key questions. So at least when is the report due? When is the report due? When is the product launch? When is the party? Where, who, what, where, when, why, how? Ask key questions. Have the right, I don't like this word, I think it's just an overused word, but I'll use it anyway. Have the right mindset. Just have the right mentality. Be positive. Positive, don't be blindly positive. Don't be blindly positive. Positive, but realistic. But it just means that you are aware of things. So even if something comes up that's very negative, or maybe not in your favor, at least you have the attitude to overcome it. So that's what I mean by being positive, having the right attitude and mindset towards different situations. Or you want to be assertive and clear. Manage your emotions, another big one. Manage your emotions. If you're delivering a presentation, maybe some get very jittery and excited. Maybe it's their first presentation, or they don't do presentations very often. So they're very nervous, and so on, and they have anxiety. Some people have very serious anxiety. So you want to manage. So whether you can use a breathing technique. So you pause and you breathe. Maybe you take a deep breath and then you continue, or you can pause, so maybe 3 seconds. And this will help you to pace yourself, and to manage your emotions very well. And also in some conversations, listen to what they're saying. And sometimes people say don't take things personal, but if someone is saying something personal, maybe I don't know. But at least you have the right emotions in check, so you can respond competently. And also have your goal in mind, your purpose in mind. Because when you have your purpose in mind, then you can know, okay, my goal is not to get entangled or to be sidetracked, whether it's a positive, a happy sidetrack, or my goal is to, finish my presentation, get buy-in, or my goal is to build relationship, to resolve a problem. Always keep that goal in mind. All right, eyes on the prize. Next is know how to bring things to a close. So learn the art of closing. So after you've said all you need to say, learn to close, and you can practice your closure. If it's a presentation, maybe you want to end with a quote. If you're leaving a party, you want to thank everyone for having spent a good time. So you're ending very well, and or it's a meeting you want to wrap up maybe 10 minutes before the meeting ends. You want to start wrapping up, depending on how long the meeting is. So those things you want to think of in terms of bringing to a close. And when you bring it to a close, you must emphasize what it is that you want them to remember. If it's a party, oh, I had a good time, thank you so much. Oh, that cake was fantastic. So at least you're building some rapport. Maybe it's a nice lady that baked a cake that was important to her. So those are the little things you want to connect with. Or it's a presentation, maybe you want to remind them of the 3 tips or 3 strategies and so on. You want to bring that into the closure. So those are the things that you need to remember. Connect with yourself, connect with people, research, set communication goals, the purpose, what it is that you want to achieve. Be accurate and organized. Use the right resources, listen well, ask the right questions, have the right mentality, the right mindset, right thinking, manage your emotions, capitalize on opportunities, and know when to bring to a close. With that being said, thank you for listening to me on Smart Communication Craft. Cheers.